collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit, it's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Darnold on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet, and now running right through it. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Take care of Dean. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now Rosen back into his end zone. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The give is to Bell. 2 yards on the pick up there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
No, check. Patriot. Watch it now.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On third down, Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Set! 319! 319!
Now Ballage. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. It's complete to Parker, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Now it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, You get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Watch it now, Barney.
A give to Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. What a spin. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Rosen. He goes underneath to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, now, look at 56.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Gun!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Gun!
They'll run it with Bell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Anthony in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
To throw is Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw is Rosen. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
Detroit!
Darnold on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker room.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the plate, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bell. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Gun! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to get it running right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And it's up and good. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Again, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Gone!
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And it's caught by Herndon. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jets on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
No. Off. Hey, alert 3. Run.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
He's checking. Crash. Blitz.
Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On second down, Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Stills the intended target, and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go again with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 35 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will extend this big lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run it with Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
you now, Barney. Barney.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4.